Hi LEGO fans! I'm usually known for my LEGO unboxing, speed build and review videos. But sometimes to get some of the more cool vintage sets you have to go out on a limb and buy used examples. So today I'm going to unbag, reconstruct and review set number 5984 Lunar Limo from LEGO Space Police. Space Police is one of my favourite vintage themes, and I was able to pick this set up on eBay for the bargain price of $1.99 plus shipping. At that price point there's no box, but I am assured this Ziploc bag contains all of the pieces needed to reconstruct Lunar Limo. I have had a poke around inside the bag, it does look like everything's here, and best of all three minifigures were there. Lunar Limo consists of 391 pieces. That includes those three minifigures, who are Brick Daddy, Jawson, and Space Police Commando. The original purchase price for this set when it was released back in 2010 was $39.99, or if you live in the UK, £34.99. So I'm hoping my $1.99 investment is going to be a good bargain. One of the real disadvantages of buying used LEGO sets like this is that you don't really know how well the stickers have been applied. There are a lot of stickers in this set and they are already attached to the pieces, and sometimes when kids put these sets together they don't always do the best job. The instruction manual looks in great shape, so I'm hopeful this set is not going to give me any problems. This set is from the final wave of Space Police sets which was released in 2010, and it's really nice that in the back of the instruction manual LEGO's giving us a recap of those final 5 sets. There were also 7 Space Police sets available between 1989 and 1991, 8 more sets in the second generation which were available from 1992 to 1993, and a total of 13 sets plus 3 smaller special editions and promotional sets which were available between 2009 and 2010. These are often referred to as Space Police 3, which this Lunar Limo is part of. So no unboxing today, but we do have this 390 gram or 0.9 pound bag of LEGO, so let's see what we've got in here. In fact, I'm just going to tear this open and in hindsight, that probably wasn't a great idea, but it does give us the opportunity to have a look at some of the cool pieces inside the set. That looks interesting, and I believe that is the head to the minifigure Jawson. So here's another interesting piece. We've actually got one of these large shooting elements which sits at the front of the ship. And that is also interesting. It looks like we've got an engine block in this fabulous gold colour. And the other question is, how well have these stickers been applied? And actually looking at this, they do seem to be applied pretty well. So it looks like this might have been assembled by an adult, which is always a good thing with used LEGO. So far so good, but the big question is, do we have all the pieces? There's only one way to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and put together the Space Police Lunar Limo and roll this up into a 60-second speed build. And here's the completed Lunar Limo. This took about 50 minutes to put together, and of course being a used set we didn't have the benefit of the numbered bags, so we did have a lot more parts to sort through to complete the build. But thankfully all the pieces were here and this looks great. I can't believe this is an 18-year-old LEGO set. It's definitely a very unusual build with interesting proportions. This thing is over 14 inches long, yet stands no more than 3 inches high. And it's got a kind of Batman in space feel about it. But to fully appreciate everything the Lunar Limo has to offer, we have to get a little bit more up close and personal. So this is a Lunar Limo which belongs belongs to the gangster Brick Daddy. We'll meet him in a moment. This is a very cool and sleek looking build, mostly made out of black elements but with some really nice purple and gold details. One of the coolest gold details is the hood ornament, which is modelled on Brick Daddy's face. It's an exclusive part for the Lunar Limo, and while I'm not going to say they broke the mould when they made this, they certainly didn't use it again. Also up front we've got some really cool looking headlights, and yes, that is a weapon sticking out from under the hood. We're going to come back to that later for a full demonstration. Boosting the length of the Lunar Limo, we've got these two long grey pieces with transparent yellow ends. From the side you can see we've got a pair of fins with stickered detail, and I'm really pleased to say this set was stickered expertly. Well, pretty good anyway. You'll also notice a couple of wheel arches, but of course we've not got wheels here, we've just got the two supports for the wing. From this angle you can see some of the grey support structure, and I do think it's a bit of a shame they didn't use black elements for that. We've got further stickered detailing at the side with these Go Faster stripes and those circular stickered vents. In typical gangster style, Brick Daddy has spared no expense on his limo. Just look at that golden engine. It's really cool the way they put this together, and I really like the 8 cylinders on either side, which are gold chalice elements. There's no doors on the Lunar Limo, we simply have this open up canopy to get inside. The occupants are protected by transparent yellow glass, and there's a really nice curved windshield piece. Behind the controls and looking slightly awkward hunched over the computer screen, we've got Brick Daddy's driver Jawson. Those controls are pretty simple and consist of a stickered computer screen and 2 control levers. Here's a closer look at Jawson. He's one of Brick Daddy's henchmen and he is absolutely awesome. Just look at that headpiece, that is fantastic. Now he is called Jawson for obvious reasons. You can see he's got that large jaw there and it's perfectly round as well, which actually gives him a nice little party trick. You can insert one of these Lego rods into his mouth and it fits perfectly. Whatever use that is. So let's take that out. Apparently this guy has broken into and out of the Astro jail several times, so he is pretty badass. And he's got this fantastic headpiece. That's one large lump of plastic there, which fits over the normal place where the minifigure's head would be. Let's put that back on. His prison outfit here is fairly simple, but he does have some numbering on there and some stains on the orange jumpsuit. He looks fantastic. I mean, this is such a fun minifigure, and that is the awesome Jawson. The other occupant of the vehicle is of course Brick Daddy. He must be concerned about the pursuing Space Police Commander because he's already grabbed his escape pod. So this is the larger than life and very sharply dressed Brick Daddy. He is the boss of the Black Hole Space Gang and he has a team of henchmen to do his bidding. So they go around committing all the crimes and Brick Daddy is apparently blameless. In fact, there's rumours among the Space Police Commandos that this guy doesn't even exist, but clearly he does, and he's wearing this fantastic outfit. But before we get to that, let's have a look at his little trick. If we push him back a little bit and kill the lights. So, party tricks aside, he's wearing this fantastic tuxedo, which is all printed up. I don't think there's any printing on the legs, but we do have some fantastic printing on the torso there, including that gold detailing around the chain on his neck. That is just super crisp and really metallic. That's very nice. On the back, a little bit more detailing there for the kind of pleats at the back of his jacket. And then if we take off this rather nice purple hat, we can see his face underneath. And yeah, he is a creepy looking critter. Yeah, that is just a one piece there. And obviously, as you've seen, that glows in the dark, which is very, very cool indeed. You really don't see that very often with minifigures. And that is the amazing Brick Daddy. The escape pod takes up quite a lot of room inside the Lunar Limo, and with that removed, you could sit at least 4 minifigures inside, which is what you'd expect in a limo. At the rear of the limo, we've got more stickered detailing, firstly for the vanity license plate, Brick Mamba. And on top of the trunk lid, we've got some more painted detail, plus some bullet holes. We've also got a pair of fins or some kind of antenna, and I really like those 50s style brake lights. The trunk is functional, so let's open it up and see if Brick Daddy's left any bodies in there. No, we just have a Space Police Commando waiting in ambush. Wherever there are criminals, you're bound to find a Space Police Commando trying to track them down, and here is our Space Police Commando from the Lunar Limo set. He looks awesome. I mean, straight away you notice that helmet, which was a new piece in 2010. I don't know whether this has been used since, but I can imagine it probably has. It's got this very nice grey moulded plastic, and then a fixed transparent red visor, which I'm just going to take that off so we can take a look at his face, which looks very confident. Now if we turn that head around, we do have a dual expression, and that is a very cool expression indeed. He looks to be in sheer panic, which doesn't look typical of a Space Police Commando. If we take a look at that uniform, yeah, nicely printed. We've got some printing on the legs there and on the torso, no metallics. And I just want to get to the back. Yeah, a little bit more printing there. We've got a little walkie-talkie and some pouches and almost like a little exoskeleton there to protect him. There is an oxidant tank on the back. I'm going to keep that expression on there because that is just so awesome. I'm going to put his helmet back on. And yeah, he's got a little blaster here, very simple affair with a green transparent stud in the end. And if we line up his helmet, that is the epic Space Police Commando. In space, nobody can hear you scream. Each of the rear wings is equipped with thrusters, and in keeping with the limo theme, we've got some more of those flared wheel arches, even though we've not got wheels. You can also see some of the grey substructure on show, which I don't think you would see in a set designed today. Purple, black and gold is pretty much the signature colour of these later Space Police sets, and it's really nice to see that purple detailing inside the engine. We've also got some really nice use of gold elements on top of the engine. Same applies to the other wing, we've got some really nice symmetry going on here. I saved the best for last, and now it's time to take a look at that large gun on the front of the Lunar Limo. This is one of those large rubber tipped darts that really pack a punch. These are by far my favourite LEGO weapons. And this is the bad boy projectile which it fires. It is rubber tipped, but it's gonna hurt if it hits you at close range. The projectile loads into this spring loaded chamber at the front, and boom! Let's see how that works when we test it on a minifigure. And just because we can, so that was set number 598 for the Lunar Limo from LEGO Space Police. Definitely one of the more unusual sets and lots of cool elements to harvest. So I wonder how many of these have remained intact over the last 18 years. One of the main problems with this set is the size. It's just got a very big footprint with that 14-inch length, so it will take quite a lot of room to display. But it does have 3 very cool minifigures and some really nice elements. In any case, I remain a big fan of Space Police, and I'm definitely going to be looking for some more of these. But what do you think? Do you think LEGO should resurrect Space Police for a 4th wave? Or has this theme had its day? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Whether or not you're a fan of Space Police, I do hope you enjoyed this vintage throwback and bagging, rebuilding and review video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. And if you want to see more sets like this, let us know in the comments. Thanks a million for checking out my channel, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next build video.